Q4 2022 is over, and I hope that you made a lot of money for yourself and your family and sold a lot of Lego sets. Today, I want to go over 5 things that I learned selling on Amazon. This was the first time I'd ever really sold on it. Just got ungated in July of 2022. Now, these are not any super deep mastery skills or anything like that. They're things that I personally learned in my first Q4 that many of you, if you've already been selling on Amazon, you already know this stuff. It's nothing new to you. So feel free to stick around and you may get a laugh out of my experience. But let's get into the list. Now, these things are going to be probably common sense to many of you. The first item is have your sets boxed. If you have maybe a 5 or 6 or 10, or you don't have a lot of stuff to sell, probably not that big a deal. But if you're selling, you're trying to sell 50, 100, 1,000, whatever it may be, I suggest you box your sets in advance because it is time consuming if you've boxed them up and you're wrapping them with bubble wrap, paper wrap, whatever it may be. It's very time consuming. So I would highly suggest you have them boxed. I started about 2 months prior and was boxing sets each night, some on the weekends, and stacking them up ready to go. Have your sets boxed. Another thing that I see out there, people talk about it in chats, forums, whatever it may be, and I see people butt heads about shipping, and I get it, right? Free shipping is more appealing to most people. Hey, I'm the same way. I would probably rather go for free shipping, but we all know that you just increase the price and offer free shipping. Either way, with Amazon, I did not do that at all. I made the buyer pay the shipping. I had a few different templates set up. If you ever want to know, I can, maybe make an Excel and show you what I did. But I had multiple different box sizes that I got from Uline. People can get them on Amazon, whatever it may be, but multiple different box sizes. And I went to, different zip codes around the United States because I'm here in Georgia. So sending it to Washington, California, it's just more expensive. So I had separate templates. Anyway, my point being, people will pay the shipping if your product is good. They're going to pay for it. Now, I definitely had less sales in California than I'd say I had over here in the Midwest. I appreciate my Midwest people because y'all bought a lot of sets from me. That was really cool. People are going to pay the shipping. That's my point. The sets are going to sell fast. I sold a few in October, a few in November, because for me, the first time I wanted to see how did this game go with Amazon. But when December came around, it still was a little slow at first. But I promise you, if you hold, I kind of told myself, be bold and hold. If you hold to the end, you're going to get the highest premium and they're still going to sell if you pick winners. I know I heard one day somebody say that December 17th was their best day, but either way, I'll tell you this. The weekend before Christmas was the best weekend for me. I had so many sets going out the door. The United States Postal Service lady coming to my house almost daily that week, picking up a lot of sets. I know a lot of people are fearful that the sets won't sell well and they start getting rid of them and dumping them earlier. And I can understand that logic. But at the same time, if you will hold, knowing you got a good set, I don't want to promise it, but it worked for me. And I waited till the end and man, they sold for the highest premiums at that point. I've seen a lot of people talk about, well, what are the returns like in forums and things like that? And I've heard a lot of people say it's about 2 to 3%. Well, that's what it was for me. I had one screw up where I sent 2 sets and had them swapped to go to the wrong people, sent them an email, full apology. They were cool with it. That's my bad. Don't be like me. Make sure you have them organized. I was moving too fast that day. Most of my sets, if not all of them, I have some kind of initial. So this is SCC, Speed Champion Camaro, whatever, the little 6 stud. You could put the 5-digit Lego number on there. Have a method and your returns will be minimal. The 5th thing and the hardest one I learned was you got to have some skin in the game. So I've sold on eBay and I sold probably 5% of sets that I had this year on eBay. And eBay, I don't offer returns, so that's pretty easy, right? So you don't have to worry about that. But on Amazon, what I want to get at is you need to have some skin in the game. And when I mean skin, I mean money for shipping. So eBay, you can sell a set, recoup your money within 2 to 3 business days. If you have it set it up daily, they're going to put it right back in your bank account. It does not work that way on Amazon. And this might be where some of you can get a good laugh because I'm not one to read all the fine print. I get it going. I want to move. I want to learn as I go. And I learned as I went that it cost a lot of money in shipping when it comes to Amazon. And you need to have that money up front, because the way Amazon works now, I think if you've been with them for a long time, you can get paid sooner. But for me, I'm getting paid basically every 2 weeks. So I sell the set, I pay for the shipping, call it $10 on average per set, if not maybe a little more than that. But it might take 2 weeks before I start getting my money in from Amazon for my shipping and for that set. That's something to keep in mind selling on Amazon. You better have a stack of cash ready to go for shipping. That is all I have today. Just 5 little things that I learned that I hope that you get a kick out of, but maybe there's some value there for you too if you have never sold on Amazon, or you're looking at it, or hopefully you're getting ungated. Another thing I didn't mention is a label printer is super awesome. At Affinship, I have a Rollo one that I got. I love it. I hope you enjoyed this video, got some value out of it. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment below if you had any of these experiences, if you learned anything, or if you just say, hey, you should have done better, Mike. Whatever works. Mike with Debt Bricking, I'm out.